Ryomen Sukuna in Jujutsu Kaisen is the same Ryomen Sukuna known throughout ancient Japanese history. Ryomen Sukuna appeared in Hida province in ancient times. In the province of Hida, there was a man called Sukuna, who was so formed that on one trunk he had two faces. The faces were turned away from each other. The crowns met, and there was no nape of the neck. Each had hands and feet. There were knees, but no popliteal spaces or heels. He was strong and nimble. He carried swords on his right and on his left side, and used a bow and arrow with all four hands at once. Just like his Jujutsu Kaisen counterpart, who possesses four hands and a bow and arrow. On this account, he was disobedient to the imperial command, and took a pleasure in plundering the people. Ryomen Sukuna had disobeyed the imperial court and made people suffer. Hereupon the emperor sent Naniha Neko, Takafuru Kuma, ancestor of the Omi of Wani, who put him to death. But who exactly is Ryomen Sukuna? One theory states that Ryomen Sukuna is a symbol of twins and brothers. Therefore, it refers to Yamato Takeru no Mikoto and his brother, twins, in ancient Japanese history. Another theory states that Ryomen Sukuna refers to Emperor Chuai's sons, Kagosako no Miko and Oshikuma no Mikoto. Both pairs of brothers are deeply related to Mino and Hina provinces. While Nihon Shoki described Ryomen Sukuna as a villain and an enemy of the emperor, people in Hida and Mino provinces treated Ryomen Sukuna as a hero and benefactor, and worshipped him. Ryomen Sukuna is regarded as Kaiki of Senkoji Temple and Zenkyuji Temple in Niyukawa-cho, Takayama City, and it is said that he introduced Buddhism to Hida province. In many other old temples in Hida and Mino provinces, Ryomen Sukuna is worshipped. Minashi Jinja Shrine, which is the Ichinomiya, meaning that it is the highest ranked shrine in the area of the Hida province, has been worshipping Kurayama Mountain as a sacred dwelling place for deities. However, its enshrined deity is unknown, so a theory states that Ryomen Sukuna is a hidden deity of that shrine. And with Sukuna being a patron of Senkoji Temple during its founding, a connection can be drawn between Senkoji Temple and the Kyoto School. Senkoji Temple is an Obaku sect temple in Nishikyo Ward, Kyoto City, Kyoto Prefecture. Meaning that Senkoji Temple is a school of Zen in Japanese Buddhism, which teaches the ways to obtain enlightenment through meditation by direct intuition. With that being said, Senkoji is an ancient temple founded approximately 1,600 years ago by Ryomen Sukuna of Hida province, which means Ryomen Sukuna has strong ties to Buddhism. Could Ryomen Sukuna be the founder of the Kyoto School in Jujutsu Kaisen? The schools of Jujutsu are made after Buddhist temples, and Senkoji Temple specializes in Buddhism and is located in Kyoto. The Kyoto School of Jujutsu and Senkoji Temple are possibly one and the same. And to dig deeper into the Buddhist ties within Jujutsu Kaisen, we have to look at another story. Enku was a Buddhist monk and sculptor who is said to have carved 120,000 Buddhist statues in his lifetime, while making pilgrimages to sacred mountains all over Japan. Using wood from forests in the places he visited, Enku readily created Buddhist statues. Many of his statues are unpainted and clearly show knots in the wood, as well as places where the wood was chopped or chiseled. Conveying the wood's vitality, Enku's unostentatious statues of Buddha were favored by villagers from the Edo period onward, and even today they attract many admirers, with the seated Ryomen Sukuna being one of them. This prized statue of a two-faced deity draws awareness to the Buddha that came before. Ryomen Sukuna is a real entity, whose idol stands tall today. Ryomen Sukuna is a Buddha. Throughout heaven and earth, he alone is the honored one. The original saying derives from Buddhist scripture, yet Jujutsu High resembles that of a Buddhist temple. What could this possibly mean? The Buddhist temple facade of Jujutsu High is just that, a facade. Or is it? With Ryomen Sukuna being one of Enku's Buddha, and Jujutsu High being a Buddhist temple, a connection can be made. Could Jujutsu High actually be worshipping the very thing that they sought out to destroy?